Very good afternoon, our viewers of Elkem TV. Today, actually, 28th of April 2023. We are here live as usual, transforming Bunyoro's football here in Bija. We are just located in the heart of Masindi municipality, based here in Bunyoro. I want to welcome whoever has been following us and who is eagerly waiting to follow today's program. I want to say thank you, and whoever is traveling from wherever you are and coming to Masindi. I think the weather is a bit cool and it is threatening anytime it may rain, but what you have to do is carry with yourself either jacket or raincoat when you know you are entering to Masindi. We are now in rainy season and farmers are actually moving with their heads up, knowing that at the end they will harvest whatever they have planted, and I hope that is the way to go, because our own backbone is agriculture. So today, as we have been telling you earlier on, I have a guest with me here in today's program. Is none other than Chairperson Masindi District Football Association, that's DFA, and so that's none other than Murshid Bigaba. We shall talk with him much about the actually football here in Masindi, how the organizing and some allegations that were put against the executive of that Masindi District Football Association. So whoever is outside there, the big man is here in the studios of Elkem TV. So what you have to do is just follow him keenly and hear what he is going to tell you. And at the end, if you also have some reactions or you want to react about whatever has or is going to be transpiring here, you will also just follow us on our Facebook and also on our YouTube channel. You like it, and as well as you respond through SMS, where we shall be in position to read your comments. So Mr. Abigaba, you're welcome in the studios of Elkem. May you say hi and introduce yourself to the viewers?
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Andama and the management of Elkem. I'm by the name of Abigaba Murshid, the chairman of Masindi District Football Association, and I would like to appreciate the viewers outside there. Thank you for keeping in touch, and thank you for following Elkem Media. And yeah, we are ready to give you sports.
Yes.
And how sports is moving in the district.
Thank you. I think you have ably heard from that's none other than Murshid Abigaba. He has told you they are ready as leaders, they are ready to actually serve you to the level where you'll appreciate, though some people do not appreciate, but whatever you have tried, that is it, and whoever will be satisfied with it shall always appreciate, though people can't appreciate 100%. Thank you, Abigaba. Thank you for honoring our invitation, and today we have actually called you here as the chairperson. You know, when you are a leader, people always have very many expectations, and they always so much believe in leaders, but always you cannot satisfy people to the climax where they need. There are certain things as you fail as a leader, and also sometimes there are certain things that people need from you whenever it comes to service delivery. I know we have very many clubs here in Masindi, and know as Bunyoro at large. Bunyoro is one of the regions we have in Uganda where talents of football has been low, but we are now coming out. Actually, I think it will be a combined effort between leaders and also some other organizations to ensure that football in Bunyoro is transformed and taken to another level. We are seeing you as leaders, so it is now your obligation or a role to ensure that certain clubs or the talents of young ones are improved to another level so that they can compete with other regions to see a player or a son of so and so from Masindi or Bunyoro is representing us at the national level. If possible, maybe you can see them outside the country.
Yeah.
Of recent, we have seen complaints from different managers and club representatives. They are accusing that's the Masindi District Football Association over irregularities. The allegations that we have put, there are some clubs that have come out to speak that you are actually hindering and preventing some of them, giving them opportunities to reach to another level or to be registered to another division. So they are putting those allegations. We have seen, besides that, some of those clubs took their actually petition to coordinate. Coordinate actually is a community-based organization which is actually formed. They have now stayed for over 20 years. So the letter here, I may read it to you just briefly so you understand their petition. Actually, coordinates, as I told you, is a civil society organization operating in the Bunyoro region and northern Uganda with the vision of equal opportunities to all for social and economic development. So they worked with the local communities in Masindi and the Bunyoro region for more than 20 years. They work with them to raise their concerns on issues affecting them in health, education, sports, agriculture, environment, among others. In the line with their vision, they received an appeal from football clubs seeking for their intervention on alleged rising mistreatment by the leadership of District Football Association, Masindi. So some of those allegations are, it is alleged that mistreatment ranges from denial to participate in competitions, thus barring the talents of many upcoming football players, which in the end curtails them from tapping into better opportunities. It's again pointed out that a number of clubs, especially those denied to participate in First Division and Fifth Division, are asked for that exorbitant money to register for competition. Due to this, some local clubs are opting to sign up their teams with other districts other than Masindi, yet their funds are located in the district. I think you have followed this petition. So one of the club that has actually come out because of those because of you putting match fee is Bulima United FC. So they are saying for Masindi district, your fee is too much. They are paying up to 350. But when they try to find out in Hoima, for them now they have said, since for Masindi has failed, they have decided to go and register in Hoima, and yet Bulima is here in Masindi. But due to that's the management and the leadership of Masindi being corrupt and actually putting much money, so they couldn't come here. In Hoima, they are paying 150. So briefly, can you tell people or viewers of Elkem about this petition, what they are citing about DFA?
First of all, when you talk about denial, it means I have denied you access of playing football.
Yes.
Isn't it?
True.
Is that a denial?
That's what they have put. So those are allegations.
Have I denied?
So
denial, when you say I have denied a team from playing football, it means I have refused to register the team.
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, you are right.
Is that have I denied the team to register?
So that's the question.
No, we are following the petition.
Yes.
I have not denied the teams to register. The teams have failed to fulfill the requirements to register in the league.
Yes.
It is not denial. Denial is when you come with all the requirements and you have registered. And again, I deny you from playing in the league. Isn't it?
Yes.
So, if you come and you register, you fulfill everything, and I tell you you are not going to play the league, that is denial.
Yes.
Here, this petition, the way I see the clubs which are petitioning, they are supposed to say, we failed to fulfill the requirements so that we can play the district league. Now, if we follow on those teams, let me start with the Bulima.
Yes.
The one you are saying, it went to play in Hoima.
They have registered in Hoima.
In Hoima. In Hoima, 5th division, they are paying 150.
Yes.
Do you know how much we are paying in Masindi for 5th division?
No.
We are paying 150.
Yes.
Is that much money?
The difference is the similarity. There they are paying 150, so here 150.
We are paying 150 for 5th division.
Yes.
We are paying 150 and the games are home and away. Whereby in Hoima, they are paying 150 and they are playing a gala form. Is that a league? What do we call a league? In FUFA, a league, you are supposed to play home and away. I come to your place, you play, we play, then you visit me, we play. That is a fair game.
Yes.
That is home and away. In Masindi District League, we are paying 150 for the District League.
Yes.
And the 70,000, actually it was last year, it was 50,000, it was licensing, which goes direct to region. It doesn't come to DFA.
Yes.
But when we had an AGM in Masindi, last year with the regional, they increased the licensing fee from 50,000 to 70,000. That is the 50th division. Now, when you get 150,
Yes.
you add it on 150 for the district league of Masindi. That is the 50th division.
Yes.
That is 220. But for us, we said no, it will be 200. Then we deduct the 70,000 from the other 150. 150 plus 50, that is 200. Then when you deduct 70,000 from the 200, you remain with the 130.
Yes.
It means in Masindi, we are playing the district league at 130. That is the 5th division.
Yes.
Then when you come to 4th division, it is 250.
250, yes.
250. When you remove the licensing fee, that is 100,000.
Yes.
We remain
That's
with how much?
150.
150.
Yes.
The district league of 4th division in Masindi is being played at how much?
150.
Is that exorbitant money? Okay?
Yes.
So, when someone comes and says that Masindi, after putting exorbitant money, I don't understand them.
So,
let's be sincere.
what they are talking about is, to them it is exorbitant because they say, fine, the league is played at 150. So they are supposed to pay 250, right? Now they say there is an additional money, and yet they had paid that all that 250.
Who
So
paid?
you came out with 100 again on top. That means they are playing over 350.
Can I ask you,
Yes.
who paid? Among those clubs, no one has paid the registration fee for the district league.
Yes.
That one, I will even prove to you. They have not yet paid.
No one has paid
No one
any
has
registration
paid.
fee.
The 50,000, let me explain to you what you are not talking about.
Yes.
There is a time, I am the one who promoted those teams to 4th division. They were in the 5th division. I promoted them to 4th division. When I promoted them to 4th division, those teams, they were automatically going to register their players on e-registration. Whereby we conducted a course of e-registration training at the venue hotel. We invited all those team managers to come and be in that training. Only one team came. That is Kabango United.
Yes.
Then when Kabango United came, the boy trained. After training, he went and he reached there. Actually, he learned. He started even entering. He's the one who worked on his system.
Yes.
Now, when it came to these clubs, these other clubs who had no system, we told them we need to have a system. But they asked me, how can we have a system?
Yes.
We told them we have people here in Masindi. One of them is Stuart, another one is Remy, and another one is Hassan. I recommended them. I told them, Remy is there. Hassan is somehow busy with the Kiras and the Boma FC. But Remy and Stuart, they are free, they can help us. But when I met Hassan, Hassan told me, I will open for you the system.
Yes.
They opened the system. Then when you calculate the amount which was needed to open the system, it was 50,000. Each club to open a system requires management.
Yes.
Management, those are club officials, club managers. We call them, here in locally, we call them club managers.
Yes.
Whereby each club is not having less than 5 managers, and they are supposed to be there in the system. Each manager fills 3 forms, 2 or 3 forms, and he is supposed to attach a national ID. Okay?
Yes.
Now, when you fill those forms, there is a scanning. How much is scanning? Okay? Then when you count per manager, you may find the scanning per manager, it is costing the manager around 3,000 or 2,000. When you count around the 10 officials, that is already 30,000. Then internet, okay?
Yes.
When you buy data, you have to feed in. Remember, you cannot feed them when you don't have internet. There is buying data. Then the person who has opened the link, that is how much? Okay?
Yes.
Labor for that person.
Mm.
So that is the total of 50,000.
Mm.
Actually, we were just helping those clubs so that they cannot miss that. They cannot miss because they never knew.
Mm.
The fact is, in Masindi, our clubs, we don't have those people who know the system. We just hire.
Mm.
Then when it came to entering the players in the e-registration, after opening the system,
Yes.
all the systems for all those clubs were open. Even on my phone here, they are there. But they show there are no players in the system.
Mm.
So when it came to opening the system, I myself, I went to Remy, I got my documents, 25 players.
Mm.
I told you per scanning, per player is having 2 forms plus a third one is a national ID. Then scanning them is how much? You just calculate.
Mm.
I calculated when you get 25 players, when you scan their documents, it costs you around 80,000,
Mm.
80 to 85,000. Then a data of 25,000. Okay?
Yes.
That is around 110,000. Okay?
Yes.
Then what of the person who has entered those things? Because it is not a one-day work.
Yes.
You have to pay him labor.
Mm.
Okay?
Yes.
That is around 40,000 or 30,000.
Mm.
He's not working for free because he's not your CEO.
Mm. True.
This thing is supposed to be done by the CEO of the teams.
Mm.
So when those people calculated for us, they told us to help our clubs, each club will need to contribute 150.
Mm.
And I contributed, my own club contributed 150. I paid Remy. Remy had to enter my players in the system.
Mm.
This Railway FC also went to Remy, and the other clubs went to those people who could help them.
Mm.
And that's how we managed to have players in the system.
Mm.
At the end of the day, we found that it was only 6 out of 11 teams. Only 6.
Out of 11 teams.
Only 6 managed to enter the players in the system. So when I was invited by the FUFA president, we went to Kampala. We had a meeting with him.
Mm.
The president told us no any team should get licenses when they don't have players in the system. And two, it is very clear the game of football has changed.
Mm.
These days we don't fill the papers and you bring the papers and you put them there.
Mm.
And you expect to get licenses. You have to feed them in the system. Once you feed a player in the system, is under FIFA. Okay?
Mm.
So things have changed. The football has changed.
So,
And that is the 150 they are saying. When you top it up on 200, it goes to 350.
yes, that's what
And
they
now
call
they are saying,
exorbitant.
no, the thing is like this. The 150 doesn't come to DFA.
Mm.
The
Because?
150 goes to the service providers. It is the it is between the management of a club
Mm.
and the person they have hired
Mm.
to enter their players in the system.
Yes.
They would have looked for someone who is more cheaper.
Mm.
Like Kabango, their CEO never paid anything because he knew what he was doing.
Mm.
He opened the system and he had to enter the players in the system.
Mm.
When you come to Nyantonzi, Ruben told us, for us, we have someone who is going to help us and put the players in the system.
Yes.
We sent him the link. After giving him the link, he after like 2 days, I was checking on the system. I asked him, what is happening?
Mm.
I'm not seeing any player in the system.
Mm.
Then he told me, the link failed to do what? To open. Then I told him, why didn't you call me? And that one, you are just supposed to apply for the roles.
Mm.
Then you set the password and you open the link. Me, I thought you know what you are doing. Okay, if it has failed, you come to town, you look for Hassan, he will help you.
Yes.
Or you come and look for Stuart, he will help you. He told me, okay, I will come on Monday. He never turned up to today.
Okay.
Now, today he is complaining his team is being left aside to play the district league.
Mm.
And yet, I tried my level best. It is not my role to enter the players in the system. It is not a role of DFA. It is not a role of, for the secretary of DFA to enter the players in the system. But it is a role of a club to ensure that the players are in the system.
Okay. Now, Chair,
Yes.
Since that now, so far, out of 11 teams, only 6 have managed to enter their players in the system. As leaders, what are you going to do to ensure that some of those also enter their players in the system? And since that they are saying that money is exorbitant, what are you going to do? And only 6, a league can't be played.
Why?
Only 6 teams.
The law is very clear. A league is supposed to have not less than 5.
Not less than 5.
So 5 teams can play the league.
5 can play.
Yes.
So
and the league is already ongoing.
Okay.
So once you fail to fulfill, it's like when you go to school to register for registration.
Yes.
You are going to register your child. Is entering P1. They are saying once you miss by Monday to pay the registration fees, the position will be given to another student.
Yes.
Or you will not qualify to be in the school.
Okay.
When the students start or when the children start, do you come and complain that I took the admission form?
Definitely you cannot.
That is the thing. So what I'm saying is the teams missed. We had the Kibamba. By the way, Kibamba was also in that list. Kibamba FC.
Yes.
When Kibamba realized that they missed the chance, Kibamba came and told me, Chairman, then what next?
Yes.
I told them the only option is to play 5th division because the registration is ongoing. They told me, hey, Chairman, it is like that. Okay, we are registering in 5th division. They already on top of the table of 5th division.
Kibamba
FC. Yes. So they are playing. They realized only that these teams have failed to understand. They opened the system. We have primary window and secondary. Primary window starts from June, that is July, up to September. And the secondary is January. So they missed all those. And today you cannot claim that you want to play the district league when you missed to enter your players in the system. Now, it is when you come here and you tell me, I want to be, let me give you a live example. You want to contest to become a councillor. You have not filled the nomination forms. Do you qualify?
Of course, without nomination, you cannot.
So, how can you tell me that you want to qualify to come and play the district league when you have not registered your players in the system and you don't have licenses? Okay? So, they have failed to fulfill the requirements. We have not denied them from playing the league.
Okay.
So, if they had fulfilled the requirements, they are going to play the league. Now, like this Buijanga, they were all together in the same league. Buijanga fulfilled the requirements. They are already in the league. Why is it that Buijanga is in the league? Is it that we selected Buijanga?
On the issue of Buijanga.
Yes.
Buijanga played a game with the Starlight.
Yes,
was it Starlight?
Yes.
But the game, there was a scuffle.
Yes.
Where fans came and beat assistant referee after Buijanga equalizing. And that game did not end. So how did the Buijanga come into board to qualify for that? And how did it come?
Buijanga, those teams had already qualified. Actually, it was in the 5th division we had the 2 groups.
Yes.
We had the Zone A and the Zone B. They had already earned their promotion. Zone A we promoted the 3 and the Zone B we promoted the 3. There were 6 teams which were promoted. So they had already earned their promotion.
Okay.
The game did not go on very well and the competition is shut down. They realized the game was not okay. So they had to cancel the competition. But the fact is they had already earned their promotion.
They had already earned their promotion.
That's why they came.
Okay. Yeah. Our viewers who have actually been following and who are following us right now, Elkem TV, with none other than the chairperson, that's DFA. He has been talking about the allegations put on DFA, especially about the extortion of money and actually some clubs claim there is much money district executive for the football have put on them, actually limiting them from the chances of registering. But here chairman has actually come out and said no, it's not like that. Some of those clubs have failed to meet the requirements that are needed from them, and he has explained much about what were required and what they are supposed to do. So if you are following and you are one of the complainants, if you are following, I hope you have actually been following and you have understood how he has been in a position to elaborate more about what was required and how things are supposed to do in a right way. So we are here pushing on, and we shall still push on till that hour. So Chairman, thank you very much for actually clearing on that area about those allegations that were put on the district, that's the executive being headed by none other than you, Bigaba, that's Murshid. Thank you. And then another question I would like to put for you on football here about the fate of Masindi Stadium. Before, Masindi Stadium has been actually managed by Masindi District Football, that's the association.
Yes.
And of course, everything was running on well. But right now, it is under municipality. So how did it come to be given into the hands of municipality? And before, it used to be in the hands of Masindi District Football Association. What went wrong?
You first asked that by that time it used to be very well.
Yes.
When it was under DFA.
Actually, in terms of managing some of those other things.
Is true. And you said, why is it now it is very bad when it is in the hands of Masindi municipality?
According to some other people who actually trying to compare it before, it was when it used to be in hands of Masindi District Football Association, and the current situation where it is now in the hands of Masindi municipality. So what we have to know is how did it come to go into the hands of municipality?
That one is another question.
Yes.
Because the first one, why is it was better?
Yes.
I think that question I can answer it in a funny way.
Yes.
You cannot take care of my family and I cannot take care of your family because you understand it better and I understand it better.
Yes.
Masindi Stadium is a field for football.
True.
The governing board of football is Masindi District Football Association.
Yes.
Who understands the stadium better. Okay?
Yes.
I think between the municipality and the DFA, you see there is a difference. So me, I understand football better, and I'm the manager of football. I'm the one managing the football. It means I know how to manage the football fields.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
That's why you see, by those days, when it was under Masindi DFA,
yes,
Masindi District Football Association, it was very okay. And we are really maintaining it according to the standards. And by that time, we even got a chance and hosted Uganda Cup finals because it was under good maintenance.
Yes.
And we managed, actually we managed to get a dressing room, which costed us a donation. Actually, it was a sponsorship from Uganda Stanbic Bank, which they helped us to renovate and construct our dressing room, which costed us around 80 million by that time, but it was through lobbying. So it was an achievement to DFA.
Okay.
So when we reached to the time, management is not easy. We reached to time of when people got interest. Some things, once something comes in the line and it has changed, everyone could say, yeah. You see, for us men, we admire beautiful ladies who are looking very nice when they are very smart.
Yes.
So when you make something smart, automatically very many people will come and admire it.
True.
So Masindi Stadium, after making it to that extent, we are planning to construct the other down a perimeter fence. But again, people started realizing and got interest in the stadium. So a lot of politics came in. We had to surrender and we gave up with the issue of the stadium.
Okay.
And that's why for us as Masindi District Football Association, we are still there requesting the stadium to come back to Masindi District Football Association because we know we can handle it better. And actually it has not yet gone because our memorandum is still there. We had a meeting with the municipal council. They told us they will call us and we sit and resolve everything. So we still believe time will come. We shall go back and sit and resolve everything.
Okay.
And the stadium will come back to DFA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Now on the issue of the referees, some referees up now they are complaining over the issue of how you people are handling them.
Yes.
Some claim that whenever it comes to issues of payment, you delay and you give excuses that give us this and this period of time, we are going to clear you, not only at the municipal level, but that's regional level, also at the regional level, but also here at the district. So how have you managed to handle the issue of the referees?
I can even show you the receipts. I paid the money yesterday.
Okay.
I paid the money yesterday to the treasurer referring.
Okay.
I paid the money and the league, we have just kicked on and it is now 2 games. 2 games actually, 1 game. But I have already paid for the full fixture up to May. Actually 30th of, it is around the 15th of June. So when you tell me that the referees are still complaining,
actually they complained before, but now if you have paid them yesterday, then that is good of course.
No, the issue, I'm telling you, I have paid for this league which is running.
Which is running.
Yes. But the issue of saying that the referees, actually people should just understand, associations or management is not like the way we rule our families.
True.
We have procedures. Things go on slow but sure. But we know the money is in the process and will be paid. But the money has been paid. Now, when I come back and ask those ones who are complaining that the money was not paid, the money is what you delay us, we officiate, you delay us, and I ask you for what you have been speaking, can you defend it? Okay?
Yes.
What I can tell people that let us learn to be patient. Not only the referees, but all of us in our life. When you are living, let us learn to be patient. Things come.
True.
But you have to be patient.
Okay. So they have to be patient.
Always. But we cannot deny that we cannot pay them. We always pay them. We always pay them.
That's fine. Okay, I think the issue of referees, thank God that you are sorted and it is no longer now news. If you complain before, I think ahead there, you expect it better because that's how management is, as he has explained, and there are always challenges in every aspect of life. So you cannot expect everything to be done within a specific period of time. There are certain things that also need time to be given. So thank you, Chairman, for that. Now another thing I would also like you to tell me about is we have seen some of those clubs, like for us, let's take Nyantonji or Kabango or Bulima, for example. They do pay a certain amount of money. That money also caters for the referees and whatever.
Yes.
So we have heard complaints from other clubs that again, whenever those teams or referees go and officiate a match from their respective areas, they are again to be the ones to facilitate for those referees. What is the use of that money they pay to the district?
Which money?
Maybe let's take for example the money they pay for registration and whatever. I think could also cater. It also caters for the referees. It cuts across. But whenever referees go and officiate certain games in their respective areas, they again pay. So I want you to clear.
They pay which one?
They pay referees who go and officiate within that specific time.
They don't pay the referees.
Yes.
Members, we should be realistic actually. those clubs don't pay referees. We are the ones who pays.
DFA is in charge of paying.
Yes.
Yes.
The only amount which they pay is transport.
They pay transport for
the referees, transporting them from town to their home grounds. Why? Why do they do so?
Yes.
That thing is also working on regional clubs. All regional clubs, when you have a home game, you prepare transport for the referees. Now, when you calculate the 200,000 they pay, you have around 5 games. You have 5 games in the league. Each game, we pay transport of 20,000 for the referees from, let's say, from Masindi Town to Kikingura. You pay a transport of 20,000.
Yes.
You have 5 games. That is how much?
That's 100,000. 100, yes.
For your home games. The balance is how much? On 100,000.
80.
When you calculate that money, does it run the league?
Of course, no.
Because I have to pay the referees. Okay?
I understand.
I have to pay the referees. After paying the referees, there is also work for the association to run. So we told these clubs, we are bringing these games down to your playgrounds, to your home grounds.
Yes.
But you just contribute some small money for transport for the referees. My plan was when you host a team, you are going to get some money from the funds. When you get the money from the funds, it helps to support the club. But on that money, for us, we don't want any money. Just pick the 20,000, you give the referees, and they go back. That's what we wanted.
Okay.
For you, we have given you investment. We have given you the game. Organize, market your league, market your game. After marketing your game, either you are gathering 300,000, pick the 20,000, you give the referees. Let them move back to town. 2, our intention of having those games at home was to increase on the fan base for these clubs. By the time we came in the DFA, games used to be played at Masindi Stadium. You find the team is traveling from Nyantonzi to come at Masindi Stadium.
True.
And they are playing there, all the games are being there.
And the expenses, the anchor is much.
Now, when I calculate for you, let me say like Nyantonzi, if it travels from Nyantonzi to come and have a game in Masindi Stadium, that is 250.
Yes.
Now, 250 and 20,000, which is better?
Of course, 20,000 is better.
When you travel from Nyantonzi to come to Masindi Stadium, you are paying 250. And you have paid the registration fee of 200,000 or 150.
True.
Who is in the profit and who is in the loss?
Because the club is in a loss.
Should we go back to that? The way we used to play? Should we go back to that?
Now that's question to them.
So I will not go back actually. So long as I'm still in the DFA.
Okay.
We shall not go back. The only thing our target is to bring the games home. We want the fans to own those clubs. The community actually to own those clubs.
True.
Let someone support his own club. A club from the heart. Okay? By the time these clubs will be looking for money, already the fans are already there. But a club is preparing to come in Masindi Stadium to have a game. They are still gathering money to transport players to Masindi Stadium. Why? Okay?
Yes.
They also other if those teams used to manage to transport their players from there to town, they also our teams transport our players from town to Nyantonzi.
Exactly.
So what is there? What is hard of paying 20,000? You pay 20,000. You gather how much? You gather around the 150 at the playground.
And above.
That money is yours. It doesn't come to... We want those clubs to get support. We want clubs to get support.
True.
So that is our target as DFA.
Okay. I think that one is noted actually. they only pay money for the transport of referees, but they don't pay referees.
They don't pay referees.
That is the clarity. Thank you. Now another thing I would like to ask, maybe before we go to now big league briefly and maybe finalize. Very many people are asking questions about Masindi Stadium. This side here,
Downer perimeter.
the downer perimeter. Who is in charge of that downer perimeter? Is there any plan for DFA to work on that perimeter? And people have been paying interest, gate fee for several times. So who is in charge?
That stadium
what
doesn't
is the fate?
That stadium doesn't belong to DFA.
Yes,
That stadium is for Masindi Municipal Council.
Masindi Municipality.
We only had a memorandum of understanding with the Masindi Municipal Council, and we had planned. Actually, even he wrote some proposals to different companies, and they were willing to come. And actually, one of the companies were almost 80 to 90%.
Wow.
They had accepted.
Then that is
But
good.
you know, things do happen. That is the time when our contract was withheld, our MOU, and also we stopped everything because it was DFA which was in contact with
the company.
So when the municipality said no, just first withheld the MOU and we first handle. They told the Central Division to first take care of the stadium. So we had to withdraw, and we are also waiting until things will be corrected.
Uplift.
So when they are corrected, we shall get back, and we shall start from where we stopped.
Okay.
So that facility, its development and everything
It's not under Masindi District DFA. It is the municipality.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much. Okay, whoever has been following and is still following, thank you very much, Chairman. Thank you for actually your contribution towards your responses on various questions that were posed to you and some allegations. Now, going back to FUFA Big League, we have our own team here in Bunyoro, Kitara. Right now, they are on top of the table. And I think we appreciate and we still need more teams that will actually go and represent us at the national level. That's the Uganda Premier League. And hopefully, we pray that Kitara reaches to that level. And for several times, we have also been following our own, that's the Boma FC here, based in Masindi. They are also in the same league, but currently, they have dropped their next expectations, but still they will maintain that position where they will not be relegated. So how do you see the fate of Kitara qualifying for Uganda Premier League and the fate of Boma to maintain their position and remain in the league?
What I can say on Kitara game, Kitara will qualify. I believe in them, and I know they are strong enough, and I believe in their management.
Yes.
They will qualify, but we need to win our games, last games.
We need to win the last games.
We need to focus and win our games. Coming back to Boma FC, actually Boma, it has proved to us beyond doubts. Very many people were not expecting what is Boma is doing now. But now Boma, we are very happy and proud of them. And actually I believe that position where Kitara is now, next season is going to be for Boma.
Next season, Kitara, Boma will sound more.
Yeah.
Next season they will be there in that position of Kitara. When Kitara is now representing Bunyoro in Premier League, also next season Boma will do us the same. They will be in that position. Thank you. I think those guys are actually performing better, and they are actually putting us as Bunyoro region on the higher map. So let's pray and see that we support our own team. For me, I always have a challenge with some fans. When it comes over issues of supporting, when you try to compare Hoima and Masindi in terms of supporting football, Hoima guys are ahead of Masindi. I don't know whether you have ever been following that. And what could be that cause? Because some of those fans here of Masindi even demoralize their own club all players when they are playing. But when you go in Hoima, people go in big numbers, they support however much the team has disappointed them in performance, but still they support, they give money, they enter. What is the difference between Masindi and Hoima people when it comes to issues of supporting football?
Organization.
Mm.
We need to organize ourselves. Yeah.
We need to organize ourselves in which way?
As fans, we need to organize ourselves.
Yes.
We support our team. That's what I can say.
Okay.
It is all about organization.
It is all about organization. Thank you. That is actually an appeal to the fans of Masinda and Bunyoro at large. We should always organize ourselves. We sow and own our own teams that are actually representing us. So I think outside there do you support any club besides Uganda Cranes and Kiande or Boma maybe, or our own teams here outside? Do you support any club?
Yeah.
Which club is that?
I'm a fan of Arsenal.
You're a fan of Arsenal.
Yeah,
So actually Arsenal, last time it is believed that when you played Man City and you were beaten 4-1, that was the time you finally accepted that now the league table, we have handed over to you and the title. Do you still believe?
How can we hand over the league table when we are still on top?
When you are still leading,
Yeah,
with
what if the league ends today? Don't you think we shall become the champions?
Okay.
So we haven't handed over the league.
Yes.
And we are still on.
You still believe that Arsenal shall take the trophy, but Man City has.
Do you
games.
remember that Southampton once beat Man City 1-0 when Southampton was down on the last?
True.
Are they not still having Southampton and West Ham on their fixture?
They are.
Then anything can happen.
Anything can happen.
Yes.
So the hopes of Arsenal still taking the Premier is high.
Football, we count in 90 minutes. We count in 90 minutes.
90 minutes.
Yes.
It is not over till it
you
is
may
over.
You may find as Man City won Arsenal 4-1.
Yes.
But again, they lose against West Ham. Either 3-1. You wonder how West Ham has won Man City. But those are the results.
Yes.
So finally, I still believe Arsenal is still on top, and don't be surprised to hear them celebrating as the champions of this season.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Arsenal fans and whoever is following us, that is an Arsenal fan, that it is not yet over. Football, actually, they judge it when it is 90 minutes. So when it has not reached 90 minutes, despite City having those games in hand and Arsenal leading them by 2 points, they still are in the race and everything is possible with the football. So as an Arsenal fan, you have been following their games. What could have been the main reason making Arsenal to drop points in their last games? They have drawn like 3 times, and finally they came and lost to Man City. What is the main problem? At the beginning, they start well. Everyone is saying Arsenal is always like that. They start the season, but at the end, what is the main problem of Arsenal making them? The squad.
The squad. You can see the squad. Actually, what I can say, the players are tired. When you compare the squad of Man City and Arsenal, Man City, the first team is almost like the second team. When you say Arsenal, you find on the bench there are around 2 to 3 players whom you expect to come and change.
Yes.
Okay. But once you see 11 players, Zaka is not there, you know there is a problem. So that squad, the squad cannot compete. So
there are specific players they rely on.
Yeah. Who, like the squad, actually, instead of having 25 players, I can say they have around 20, not even 20, around 15, who can convince you that they can come on the field of play and change the game. So the squad is disturbing Arsenal. That is the problem. But
we have seen in, was it 2010? 2012? When Leicester City with their average players came from nowhere and took the trophy. They maintained it, they could, but Arsenal, they have not been having much concerns of injuries, apart from Saka and his back. Yes. Yeah, the players are tired. That's the way I can say. And even they think sometimes we need luck. Yes, luck. So Arsenal is, I think, like the way they lost a game against
Southampton.
Mm.
They draw.
Yes.
And when you see against West Ham, the way they have been conceding goals. So, no, Arsenal actually it is the squad. The guys are tired.
The guys are tired.
They are tired.
Okay. Now maybe as we finalize, let's talk briefly between Newcastle United and Manchester United. Who is going to be in the third position? Because Newcastle has proved that they want to play Champions League. And Chelsea also is behind 10 points of relegation. And Chelsea still has Newcastle to play. Chelsea has Manchester United. Chelsea has Man City. And Chelsea has Arsenal. So, who is Chelsea going to beat? Actually, they have 10 points in the relegation threat. And if all those 4 teams are to beat Chelsea, implying Chelsea is even going to be in that red carpet of being relegated. Do you see Chelsea going to improve? And of recent, they lost to Brentford 2-0 at their home. So, if you try to see Man United, they are fighting for champions position. Newcastle want to play champions. Arsenal is fighting for the trophy. Man City is fighting for the trophy. So, who is Chelsea going to beat? And what is the fate of Chelsea?
You said Chelsea is having a game against Man U.
He's having Man U. He's having Newcastle. He's having
Chelsea is going to win
Man
against
City.
Chelsea will win against Man U.
He's winning.
Chelsea will win against Man City.
Yes.
Those 2 games.
He's going to win.
Yes.
So the threat of relegation, Chelsea is not there. They are going to survive.
They are going to survive.
Okay. What of Newcastle and Manchester United? They are fighting for the third position.
Newcastle will take.
Newcastle will take.
Yes.
Thank you. So our great viewers and who has actually been following us on this Elkem TV, I think it has been a great interaction and time here with none other than chairperson DFA, that's none other than Abigaba. I think from here he also has a game actually in Kigulia. Yeah, he's going to Kigulia, his club, that's Kiande. He is actually going to play alongside Kigulia FC. So, thank you for honoring our invitation, and we want to appreciate whoever has been following us right from the time we started up to now where we are going to finalize. I think, Chair, you can say your last word as we sign off.
Yeah, thank you, Mr. Andama, and the viewers outside there. I would like to say to the community outside, let's learn football and let's accept that there are other things we don't know in football because football is changing night and day. And when something comes to your way, when you don't know it, please consult. Rather than making alarm outside and misleading the community. Please consult before you do that. Lastly, to our teams which are playing in the district league, please prepare yourselves. The league is growing up night and day. The competition is high, and more tournaments are coming. More sponsors are coming. As we talk, we have Mr. Honorable Vyamukama Rogers, who is our sponsor, and actually he has paid for the referees who are officiating a 4th division.
Yeah, that's good then.
And he paid for the licenses of our clubs which are playing in the league. So he's a great sponsor. And he promised me to get for these teams some balls. So we really appreciate Mr. Rogers Vyamukama. Thank you for that effort. And may God protect you so that you can get for us more. I'm calling upon other corporate entities to come on. Football is very easy. You can advertise, you can market your business. It is actually, football is the most interesting game. You can advertise, you can do everything. Come in, we are welcoming you. You come in and sponsor our leagues. These are our local leagues, but we can make them like a Premier League. Premier League is based in London. We can start ours here in Masindi. So I really appreciate for hosting me and for making me to clarify the environment of Masindi, what is going on and what is taking place.
Okay.
So thank you so much.
Thank you for actually honoring our invitation, and next time we need you again here. When we call you, please, you also try to come, and we see how we can transform football in Bunyoro. So our viewers, we have come to the end of today's program today, 28th of April 2023. I think again we meet next Friday if God so wishes, because we don't know our fate after here, because we are all under the control of God. You may say we meet next Friday and you may not reach. So up next is Agafire Wiki. We are out of here. Take care. Enjoy your weekend and God bless you.